Welcome everyone. Thanks for choosing this video to watch. I know there's lots of famous graves channels here on YouTube, so I appreciate you choosing mine. Today we're at Hollywood Forever Funeral Home Cemetery, and in this video we'll meet up with Fred from Indiana, Fred Cemetery Adventures. First thing I've noticed, by the way, this is my first visit here. I've noticed this black hearse, so we'll pull over and take a look. A Rolls-Royce, and I'm not sure what year it is. I like the white wall tires, the gangster look. Look at all the glass. Wasn't much privacy back in the day, as you see with today's hearse. The back gate, look at the hinges at the top. That means that this gate lifts upward. The chrome is in good condition. I don't think it's used in today's services. A right-hand drive. It looks like the leather has been reupholstered. The back looks original to me. Rolls-Royce. You get it right away in first class. What's your step here? I stumbled the first time. Nice and welcoming, isn't it?
Yes.
This hallway.
Nice and
Trick or treat.
Very beautiful windows.
Enter the dungeon. Look at this. The dungeon.
That's
Yeah. I bet she's over here where the balloons and flowers are. Yes. Lana Clarkson. Yeah, this is who we came in to see. She lives from April 5th, 1962. Dies February 3rd, 2003. Phil Spector, a record producer, shot and kills Clarkson inside his home. He was convicted of second-degree murder. This is back in 2009. He meets her at the House of Blues. I think she worked there as a hostess or something of that nature. Later on, she is seen getting into his limo where they were driven to his mansion. The limo driver testified that he heard a gunshot. Shortly thereafter, Spector comes out his back door and tells the driver he thinks he just shot Lana. Later, he would deny this. and he would claim that she shot herself. Want to mention again that she died February the 3rd. Back in 1959, 8 days before I was born, was the day the music died. That was a plane crash carrying Buddy Holly, Ritchie Valens, the Big Bopper, and of course the pilot Roger Peterson. Who's this?
Star Stage and Screen, Ann Sheridan.
Oh, Ann Sheridan. Hey Fred, looks like they got room for more business.
They sure do.
Yeah.
I'm not ready yet.
You're not ready?
I'm still around, 'cause I'm not ready yet.
Ready. There's a death mouse.
Yeah, there's one over there too. The gold one over there.
Here's one that says Maestro Burner's Tower.
Here's a portrait, a nuclear portrait of also.
This kind of reminds me where Ruth Lyons is in Cincinnati,
Oh, okay.
of the 50/50 Club.
Yeah.
Channel 4, Indianapolis. Okay, let's take a walk around the cemetery. Our first stop inside this mausoleum is Iron Eyes. He lives from 1904 until 1999. You might recognize his picture. He was actually Italian, but he did the Keep America Clean commercial that was ran in 1970.
Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country. And some people don't. People start pollution. People can stop it.
I remember it well. You probably do too. I think I was 12 years old in 1970. Next stop is on the right, up towards the top. Let's see if I can get up there and focus. There we are. Darla Jean Hood, beloved daughter, lives from 1931 until 1979. She's best known for playing the lead female role Darla in the Our Gang series that ran from 1935 until 1941. Later in life, she would marry an insurance guy. But hey, don't hold that against her. She has pretty good taste. Later in her career, she becomes a lounge performer in Las Vegas.
Sunshine everywhere. There are people greeting people, and a feeling of spring in the air. It's the most unusual time. I keep feeling my temperature climb. If my heart won't behave in the usual way, well, there's only one thing to say. It's the most unusual. Most unusual. Most
She would die young at age 47 after a blood transfusion that was contaminated with hepatitis. Next is a Las Vegas mobster. Check out these lipstick kisses. I've never had this many lipstick kisses in my entire life. Las Vegas. Resting place of Benjamin Siegel. Lives from February 28, 1906 until June 20th, 1947, when a sniper shot him through the window of his girlfriend's home in Beverly Hills, California. Bugsy was inspirational in raising money, mob money, to building the original casinos on the Las Vegas Strip, especially known for the Flamingo. The name Bugs means you're crazy or unstable, hence the name Bugsy. If you are a Three Stooges fan, you'll recognize the name Jules White. He lives from 1900, died 1985 of Alzheimer's disease. He was a producer-director of many of the Three Stooges short Columbia series. Mo Howard would go on to say that he thought the best Three Stooges films was directed and produced by Jules White. The tour continues, the walking tour, that is. I think you're a tapophile. This may be the most visited grave here in this mausoleum. This is the silent movie star Rudolph Valentino. Lives from 1895, dies 1926. He said for the most part he had a sad, lonely life. He claimed to be in love only twice. And he said the rest were a waste of time. How about that? He dies at the young age of 31 from perforated ulcers. An estimated 100,000 people lined the streets of Manhattan to pay their respects. Just around the corner is David White. You may recognize him here in these pictures. He played the part of an advertising executive, Larry Tate, on Bewitched, which ran from 1964 through 72. If you watch the series, many revolved around his attempt to land large advertising accounts. To his right, Jonathan White, he dies during the bombing of Pan Am Flight 103 over Lockerbie, Scotland. You may remember. That was a sad story.
Absolutely tragic life.
It's the first time I've seen a sign-in book at a famous grave. Judy Garland, June the 10th, 1922, just dies too young on June the 22nd, 1969. I'll come to you smiling through the years. So true.
Mrs. Dean, it's a rather good day for you then.
A lovely day. Perfect day.
How long have you known your husband?
I have known my husband as long as he's known me. For about 3 years.
And what are your plans now that you're married? Go
Be
on working?
happy.
Are you going to go on working now?
Do you want to ask my husband?
Are you going to let her go on singing?
That puts it in a different context now completely. Go on singing is go on singing if she wants to. It's not work anymore now. It doesn't have to be.
You say she doesn't have to. Is that because of the wedding present, 500 cinemas?
Well, she can buy hats with the money she gets from that. I don't care. My income is entirely different, you see. And I'm very happy. She's saying, you want to, that's it. Especially in the kitchen cooking, you know.
I'm a good cook.
You're going to start being a housewife now?
Well, I've wanted to be just married and happy for a long time.
Boy, they had those Marlboros going, didn't they? She marries Mickey Deans in that video, which would be her 5th marriage. Just 3 months later, she'd be dead. She was 16 years old when she played a part of Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. And close by is a grave of Harry Conn. He was the co-founder and president of Columbia Pictures. Beloved husband and father, born July 23rd, 1891, dies February 27th, 1958, at the age of 66. When I think of the Columbia Pictures, I think of the Columbia Shorts, which featured the Three Stooges. Mo Howard says socially Conn could be very kind, but at work he was really tough. Really difficult to work with. In fact, the Three Stooges called him King Conn.
So here we have the grave of Anton Yelchin, and he was most well known to today's generation as Pavlov in the newest Star Trek movies.
Okay.
He unfortunately perished in a pretty awful car accident. But his legacy lives on forever, and as you can see, he's adored by many.
Yes. It's beautiful.
Absolutely. He was one of my tops on my list, so. And over here you can see they have a Star Trek emblem saved.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Do you know where the accident occurred?
Outside of his house in Studio City here in Los Angeles.
Oh, boy.
He was pinned between a brick pillar of a gate and a car.
Oh.
So it was really tragic, really unexpected, and a lot of people mourned pretty hard for him. But his statue is just
It's beautiful.
spot on.
That's well done. Thanks for sharing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, there it is. Frank Sutton's grave.
Thank you, Ed Brown, for sending me this video of Frank Sutton, who played Sergeant Carter in the Gomer Pyle series. Frank Sutton is interred at Greenwood Cemetery, Clarksville, Tennessee. If anyone has somebody famous in their backyard, please send me a video. My email is directinsurance@cox.net. directinsurance@cox.net. Also, Ed was kind enough to drive 5 miles to downtown Clarksville, Tennessee, and get the statue for us. Thanks, Ed. Well, here's these rascals making all the noise. Did you know you can have a peacock as a pet? You can buy them for $175 up to about $350. Or I guess you can go over to NBC and just steal one. They live about 15 to 20 years, in some cases longer. They require lots of room. They enjoy their freedom. And you got to keep your distance. Thanks for watching this video to the end. It was lots of fun hanging out with Fred and his niece again. Everybody needs to be remembered, and happy trails, everyone.